Revenge is a dish best served cold, and Ellie and Dina are about to serve it up in Seattle. I just watched episode 3 of The Last of Us Season 2. Let's talk about it, and there will be some spoilers. As a follow-up to one of the most traumatic episodes in all of television, this episode served as a kind of a emotional reset. Where the last episode was so shocking and upsetting, this episode was all about acceptance, moving on, and healing from that very rough pain. We saw the entire community of Jackson rebuilding, Ellie healing in the hospital for months, finally facing the reality that Joel is gone in that heart-wrenching scene in his house. You gotta remember, in the games, Tommy was with Joel when he was killed. So in the TV show, this episode was so important to see Tommy's reaction to the loss of his dear brother. And my gosh, as a brother, that scene was so hard to watch. But I gotta say, for me personally, the highlight of this episode is when Ellie visited Joel's grave. The beautiful shots of those golden fields, the silhouette of the tombstone, and the touching moment when Ellie laid some coffee beans on his grave. If you know, you know. That moment was so therapeutic. It really helped bring closure to the loss of Joel, and it was beautiful. I've said it before and I'll say it again, I am absolutely loving some of these changes they're making in the show that are different from the game. All of the town hall meeting where the whole community gathered together to decide if going on this mission to seek revenge and justice for Joel was actually in their best interest. It really brings a much larger scope to the implications and fallout of the things that happened in the last episode. And I was so surprised to see Seth take a stand in defiance against the council and push for justice for the death of Joel. I absolutely love that they make this complex character feel like an actual person and not just some NPC in a video game. And speaking of NPCs, we got our very first appearance of the Seraphites, aka the Scars, in live action, and boy did they look great. And what a clever way to introduce them as a people by following a father and daughter figure, just like how he did with Ellie and Joel up until now. It was very intentional, and I really think it was very effective. This may have been one of the slower episodes of the season so far, but it's definitely building up to a tipping point, as we can see at the very end when Abby and Dina arrive in Seattle, and we see just how large and well equipped the WLF actually is. Dina and Ellie are definitely going to have their work cut out for them. Well, now it's your turn. I would love to know what you thought of this episode. Let me know in the comments your favorite moments, the highlights, and what you're looking forward to most in the episodes to come. I love this show. I love the game. I could talk about this for days.